Oh, that's smart.
Episode number 9! Number 9! A white episode!
It was one of those days. Simon Day from Red Cat. I asked him what he was doing in my office. I did not have time for romance. Besides, I hated that band. Just then, my secretary, Connie, walked in and noticed the body.
Oh, I see you got another stiff dick.
Hey, I just woke up.
You want me to get rid of this body?
No, I like my women chunky. But you could get rid of this dead guy on the floor.
Sure. What do you want me to do with him?
What do you suggest?
Well, it depends which option you want me to take.
Uh-huh.
I could take the incinerator,
No.
a river, or a dump.
Take a dump. I wished I had not said that. She left, dragging the asshole on the floor behind her. I used to have a dog that did that. While she was gone, I busied myself with my sound effects collection. Suddenly, I was disturbed by a noise in the corridor. It was side 2, track 4. A noise in the corridor. It was followed by the sound of stilettos in the hall. I took the record off and went out to investigate. My eyes were greeted by an amazing dame, Dame Kiri de Canaway. I hated opera. There was another dame with her, Dame John Sutherland. Freaking dames, can't live with him, can shoot him. That's when I noticed the third dame. She got the message. On the way out, she passed a woman. It was the pastor woman, who comes every Thursday. It must have been Thursday. She offered me lunch.
Spaghetti dick.
No, I'm just not in the mood. She tried again.
Noodle dick.
Nobody but nobody calls me Noodle Dick. Knocky nose. I'd shot 4 people in one day. The police would be looking for me. I had to go on the land. That's when Connie returned.
Sorry I took a while. I stopped for a big lunch.
I hate to tell you, Connie, but now you got 3 bodies to get rid of.
Aw, I ain't that chunky dick.
Chunky Dick? Why, yada. Chunky Dick? Yeah, I kinda like that. The police was on their way, and I had more dead dames on my hands than the guy who didn't have quite as many dead dames on his hands as me. We had to act fast. But Soph, what like to you through indie breaks? 'Tis the yeast and Juliet is the sun.
Romeo, we're on front there, Romeo.
Arise, fair son, and check the obvious moon that is already sick and pale green brief.
How camshaft fell hither? Tell me, and wherefore the Archie's walls are high and hard to climb.
Right.
Tune in again next week for Dick Private!
Chunky dick.
Yeah, I like it. Ow, that's smart.
Dum 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 dog 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 Mulray dog 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 Mulray dog 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 Mulray dog 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 Mulray.
Morning. Good taste family radio. 18 minutes to 7 the time. No hassles with trains or ferries. 17 degrees in the city. And here's Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi!
Bon Jovi. And the Bed of Roses thing. All 6.5 minutes of it. But who's counting? It's moving up to 12 to 7 on the line to check beach and surf conditions after the break is John Boy. Good morning, Reggae.
Morning, Doug. How you doing?
Fine.
Good.
Fine.
Saw you on telly yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
How depressing. My 28 seconds of glory playing the Wallabies.
Oh, dear.
You could almost hear the hammy snapping.
You could just...
How many times did they replay the incident?
3.
3. 2 of them in slow motion.
Mm-hmm.
Well, many people would have suggested 1 of them in slow motion and 2 of them in slow motion. Don't get around much anymore. I was so depressed by how ugly I was, I decided to go and live in a cave with a hair shirt and a bag over my head, Reggae.
You were ugly?
Thank heavens they didn't show a picture of you.
Yes. Might make you feel better.
They showed a picture of the mighty Quinnos sprinting for the line, though, didn't they?
Didn't they? What a burst of speed, these little blokes.
Thank you.
He may only be 4'2", but by Christ, he runs like a proper bloke. Now, listen, while we're talking about humiliating experiences, I'm told that you went for a few drinks at the Four in Hand on Friday night.
At Tato, yeah, with Noz and Reggie.
With Reggie, yes, and some of the other lads. Detective Nozzer of the Far North Queensland Drug Squad.
That's right.
And unfortunately found yourself unable to drive home.
Well, you got to, be responsible after 3 beers.
Ladies and gentlemen, I might tell you that Reggae's concept of responsible is sleeping in the car outside the Four in Hand. Waking up in time to do the 6:30 surf report on Saturday morning.
Yeah, perfect. Just whack the Ferroza in a gear, straight down a Bondi, not a problem.
It's just great, isn't it, to know that you're out there advertising, because the Chatswood Daihatsu Feroza has signs all over it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Triple M surf reporter, that sort of thing. So that anybody strolling through Paddington would have seen this drunken man with matted hair.
I wasn't drunk, I was asleep.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Yes, not in your case. Comatose, it covers both conditions. Never mind. I mean, I just wanted to make sure that if you were going to humiliate me publicly, I'd have a chance to reciprocate.
Well, I knew you were going to do it anyway, so I'd get in first.
It's a regular feature.
That's right.
9 minutes to 7, you'll do your surf report thing on the other side of the break. Susie Moses has some traffic info for Telecom Mobile Net. Friends at Chatswood Daihatsu.
Yes.
Goodness me. Don't we look after them? Reciprocity, it's a wonderful thing, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but not taxable, and that can get people into trouble.
Yes.
Just ask Mr. Keating. Not that we'll be able to ask Mr. Keating. He's declined our invitation to appear on the program. Did you know that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Still correct.
Dr. Hewson is coming in this morning. Just in case people accuse us of bias, we should point out that the invitation has been extended to the Prime Minister on many occasions, and he's rather concerned about how he might show up.
It's the whoopee cushions and all those other things.
You think it is?
Gas
I
bomb.
think it's the duck call,
Yeah.
the chicken call.
Yeah.
6 to 7. It'll be a full moon at 7:46 tonight. It looked pretty full as it's set this morning. Lars, with you off your tits. 2 minutes to 7 at 2MM, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, in receivership we have to sell one of the M's. Apparently it's been sold to Jeff Fenech. M. You could always use another one. You there, Reggie?
Hello, Duggo.
Time for clue number 2 in our Snags of Many Nations promotion. We're doing it for Thomas Cook. They want you to know that they're the only people to buy a Eurail pass from. So we're hiding snags from different European nations, and each and every day we're giving away Doug and rock and roll, sex Doug and rock and roll stuff and T-shirts. And then, of course, tomorrow we'll send somebody on British Airlines to Europe to travel Europe on the Eurail pass. This is this demo that you discovered, isn't it? I can hear in the background.
Yeah, it's really a reckless sausage thing, because you know what, all the sausage hunters are running around, there's all these demonstrators running around as well, so I don't know who's doing what, but anyway, we should give the second clue, Duggo.
Do you know what the demonstration is? Is Lou down there yet?
No, I haven't seen the junkyard walk anywhere, mate. There's just a whole lot of people down here. I've just seen Channel 7's news crew turn up. But I'm pretty close to the action, because I think everyone else is just hanging around watching what's going on here rather than looking for the sausage.
Well, Lou is down there to cover the demo. You don't know what it's about?
No, I've got no idea, mate. If it's just a bunch of people, there's a truck, and it's all happening outside the showground. Maybe it's got something to do with the Easter show, I don't know.
Lou will be down there shortly. But in the meantime, mate, we do need that second clue for all the punters who've been hanging around for an hour.
Okay, there's a customs guy here. I'll give the clue, and maybe I can find out off him what's going on. Anyway, here's the clue. Cold and hard and in a white box. Near the toilets without any locks. Trees and fences line the street. On the corner is where you should meet.
Okay.
Meet being the operative word for the sausage this morning, Duggo.
Yeah.
You want to have a chat to this customs guy or what?
I was just thinking, since we went into receivership, maybe we should hide the cocktail Frankfurt. It'd probably save us a bit.
That's about all we'll be able to afford.
So you got a customs officer?
Yeah, well, there's some customs guy there. G'day, mate, how are you?
No, not bad. No comment at the moment, thanks, mate.
You can't tell us what's going on. We've got Doug Mulray from Triple M here.
No, I'm afraid I'm not allowed to comment at this stage.
Put him on.
You can't tell us anything what the truck's doing.
I don't know what's in the truck at this stage, no comment, mate.
Send the junkyard dog down, Duggo, because I think you might be able to get something out of these guys, but I'm going to go and work out what's going on with the sausage.
Our investigative reporter, Lou the Junkyard Wog, is on his way to the demonstration outside the Showgrounds. And,
What was that? What's that? Some sort of explosion just went off there. It's, I'm getting away from this area, Duggo.
All right, mate.
I'll see you later.
7 o'clock. We'll get Lou down there to cover each other.
No need to worry about anything. We're going to have to split it up any minute, and we're going to be completely safe.
So what was the explosion then?
Apparently, ladies and gentlemen, there's been an explosion outside the Showgrounds as a part of this demonstration. We aren't very clear on what's happening at the moment. Obviously, Reg is looking into it. He's not really qualified to do that sort of thing. Lou, the junkyard wog, will cover it for Triple M News short. A is for the advice that he gives you. N is for the knowledge that he shares. D is for how desperate you must be to ask him, 'cause you know that no one cares. E is for the envy which we feel when W hear Andrew solving all your woes. Why did we spell knowledge with an N then? Why not ask Andrew? E. He always knows. Yes. Dial 3871099 and ask Andrew. Whee!
G'day, Andrew. This is One Cone Dan from the Blue Mountains, and the question I'd like to ask you is why?
Dear One Cone Dan, why? Because, Dan. Because. Ooga booga mystic. Because.
Hello, this is Jason Schubert from Mulray, and my question is, why do fat people wear ties?
Dear Jason, they don't. It's just that on fat people, everything looks like tights, even caftans.
Hello, Andrew. It's Michael here. What I'd like to know is, where do taxi drivers take a pee?
Dear Michael, in toilets, just like everybody else. Why? Where do you do it?
Yeah, hi Andrew, it's Miles from Willoughby. Why am I only 1 foot tall?
Dear Miles, why are you only 1 foot tall? Because you're still lying down, stupid.
Hello, Andrew. This is James from Balmain. I'd like to know what is the difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion?
Dear James, the difference between tax avoidance and tax evasion is about 18 months to 2 years with time off for good behaviour. I'm Andrew Denton, and remember, no matter what your problem, society's to blame.